Right now, whether planned or unexpected, something extraordinary has just begun. A single moment, a single connection, a single spark that most people cannot see, but that changes everything. And if you are listening to this because you believe you may have conceived, or you just found out, or you are waiting for confirmation, pause for a moment. You are standing at the very beginning of a journey that is deeply human, deeply emotional, and deeply transformative. You may feel excitement, or fear, or confusion, or even disbelief. All of it is valid. There is no right way to feel at this moment. Because conception is not just a biological event. It is an emotional earthquake. And it rearranges everything you thought you knew about your body, your future, and even your identity. For many women and couples, the first response is not joy. It is shock, a silence that sits heavy in the chest. Questions begin to rise quietly at first, then louder. Is this real? Am I ready for this? What happens now? Will my life ever be the same again? And sometimes, underneath all of that, there is fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of change, fear of responsibility, fear of whether you will be enough. And if you are a partner listening too, you may feel your own version of this weight. You may start thinking about money, stability, timing, expectations. But here is something important. You do not have to have everything figured out right now. Conception does not demand perfection. It demands presence. Just being here, just acknowledging this moment, is already enough for now. Even before any visible signs appear, your body has already started to change. A quiet, invisible process begins the moment conception occurs. Cells divide, hormones begin to shift. The body begins preparing a space it did not know it would need just moments ago. And yet, you may feel nothing. Or you may feel everything. Some women feel mild cramping, fatigue, emotional sensitivity, or changes they cannot explain. Others feel completely normal and doubt whether anything has happened at all. And this is where confusion begins. Because your mind wants certainty. But your body moves in silence. And in that silence, doubt often grows. Maybe I'm imagining it. Maybe nothing happened. Maybe I misunderstood my body. But your body is not speaking in words yet. It is speaking in process. And process takes time. In the days after conception, the mind often becomes loud. Very loud. You may find yourself checking every sensation, analyzing every feeling, Googling symptoms, replaying moments in your head. And this is where anxiety often enters. Because uncertainty creates space for imagination. And imagination, when mixed with fear, can become overwhelming. You may think, what if something is wrong? What if I'm not actually pregnant? What if I lose it? What if my body cannot do this? And these thoughts do not make you weak. They make you human. Because the mind is trying to protect you by predicting outcomes. But not all predictions are truth. Some are just fear wearing the mask of logic. So right now, you are invited to do something simple. Slow down the story in your head. You do not need to solve the entire future today. You only need to live in this moment. Conception does not only affect the woman. It affects the space between two people. Sometimes it brings closeness. Sometimes tension. Sometimes silence. One partner may become emotional. The other may become practical. One may want reassurance. The other may withdraw to think. And misunderstandings can quietly begin here. Not because of lack of love, but because of different ways of processing change. You may ask, are we okay? Do we want the same thing? Is my partner feeling what I am feeling? And your partner may be thinking, I need to stay strong. I need to figure things out. I don't want to say the wrong thing. But beneath all of this, there is usually one shared truth. This is new for both of you, and neither of you is expected to handle it perfectly. Right now, let's slow everything down. Just for a moment, breathe in slowly, and breathe out gently. You do not need to carry the entire future in your mind today. You only need to carry this breath, this moment, this beginning. Conception is not a test of readiness. It is the start of discovery. Discovery of your body, discovery of your emotions, discovery of your strength, even in uncertainty. And most importantly, you are not alone in this process. Even when it feels personal, even when it feels overwhelming, even when it feels like no one else fully understands, there is a quiet support already unfolding within you. Your body is working, your emotions are processing, your story is beginning, and you are still here, still present, still moving forward, not because everything is clear, but because life continues even in uncertainty. After conception, one of the hardest emotional spaces a woman enters is not pain. It is waiting. Waiting for confirmation, waiting for signs, waiting for certainty, and in this waiting period, time feels different. A single day can feel like a week. A single symptom can feel like a signal. And a single absence of symptoms can feel like doubt. You may begin to observe your body in ways you never have before. Every sensation becomes meaningful, every change becomes a question, and every moment of stillness becomes uncertainty. But here is something important to understand deeply. Pregnancy does not announce itself in certainty. It unfolds gradually, silently, and uniquely for every woman. There is no universal pattern that your body is forced to follow. And so your experience may not match anyone else's story. This is where many women begin to feel fear. Because comparison creates confusion, and confusion creates anxiety. But your body is not failing you when it does not behave like someone else's. It is simply beginning its own journey. In these early stages, emotions can change rapidly. You may feel hopeful in the morning, and overwhelmed by afternoon. You may feel joy when imagining the future, and fear when thinking about responsibility. This emotional instability is not weakness. It is hormonal transition combined with psychological adjustment. Your brain is adapting to a new possibility. A new identity is forming slowly in your awareness. I might be becoming a mother. And that thought alone can be powerful enough to shift your entire emotional landscape. For couples, this phase can also bring contrast. One partner may become more excited. The other may become more cautious. One may want to talk about names, future plans, and dreams. The other may focus on stability, finances, and timing. Neither response is wrong. They are simply different expressions of processing change. And in this difference, communication becomes very important. Not perfect communication, just honest communication. Even simple words like, I'm scared, I'm happy, I don't know how to feel yet. These words can prevent emotional distance. Because silence, when prolonged, can create misunderstanding. And misunderstanding can feel like separation, when in reality, both hearts may still be trying to adjust. One of the deepest fears in early pregnancy is fear of loss. It often appears quietly, sometimes not spoken out loud, but felt in the background of the mind. What if something goes wrong? What if I get attached too early? What if I celebrate too soon? This fear is natural, because the mind tries to protect the heart from pain. But here is something gentle to remember. Fear does not prevent loss. It only takes away presence. And presence is where connection begins. Many women carry silent anxiety during this stage. They hesitate to be happy. They hesitate to imagine. They hesitate to feel fully. But emotional bonding does not harm the journey. It enriches it. Allowing yourself to feel hope does not increase risk. It increases meaning, and meaning is part of emotional healing and strength. When confirmation finally comes, whether through a test or medical confirmation, the emotional impact can be intense. For some, it brings joy. For others, shock. For many, a mix of both. And sometimes, even disbelief. You are pregnant. These words can feel simple, but they carry an entire future inside them. And in that moment, reality begins to settle in. Not all at once, but slowly. You may begin to think more seriously about your body, your health, your choices, your lifestyle. And this can feel overwhelming. Because now, it is no longer, maybe. It is becoming real, but even now, you are still in the early stages. Nothing about this journey requires immediate perfection. What is required is care, gentleness, and patience with yourself. Your body is not demanding urgency. It is asking for support. Support in early pregnancy is not only medical. It is emotional. It is psychological. It is environmental. It is about how you treat yourself in moments of uncertainty. Do you criticize yourself for being afraid? Or do you allow yourself to feel without judgment? Do you pressure yourself to be strong all the time? Or do you allow space to rest? Your body is beginning an extraordinary process. And extraordinary processes require softness. Not pressure. Not perfection. Softness. Rest when you can. Eat with care. Drink water consistently. And most importantly, speak to yourself gently. Because the way you speak to yourself becomes the emotional environment of your experience. And for partners, this is also a time to show presence. Not by solving everything, but by being available, listening, reassuring, and standing beside the uncertainty instead of trying to escape it. At this stage, something begins to shift internally. The fear does not necessarily disappear, but it begins to share space with meaning. You start to realize, this is not just uncertainty. This is the beginning of something significant. A transformation, a transition, a new chapter that you did not plan in detail, but are now part of. And even if you still feel afraid, you also begin to feel something else. Possibility. And possibility is powerful, because it allows hope to exist without certainty. And life, especially new life, often begins in that space. Between fear and hope, between unknown and becoming. As we come to the end of this first part of your journey, take a moment to acknowledge something important. You are standing at the beginning of one of the most profound transformations a human being can experience. And you do not need to have all the answers today. You do not need to feel only one emotion. You do not need to be perfectly ready. You only need to continue gently. One breath at a time. One day at a time. One decision at a time. Your body is working with intelligence beyond immediate understanding. Your emotions are adjusting to new reality. Your heart is expanding into unknown territory. And even in uncertainty, life is unfolding. So if you are afraid, you are allowed to be afraid. If you are hopeful, you are allowed to be hopeful. If you are confused, you are allowed to not know. But through it all, you are not alone in this experience. If this message has reached you at the right moment, hold on to it. Let it ground you, and let it remind you that your journey deserves care, attention, and informed support. For more deeply supportive pregnancy guidance, emotional wellness insights, and step-by-step understanding of your journey from conception onward, stay connected with Health and Wellness Tipify, where we walk with you through every stage of pregnancy with clarity, comfort, and compassion. Because you deserve more than confusion. You deserve understanding. You deserve reassurance. And you deserve support that stays with you through every stage of this journey.